Today is February 17th, 2014, and this is Corporatist Nation. My name is John Russell, and today I'm going to be speaking a little bit about political developments that one can expect here in the West Central Florida area, specifically concerning Congressional District 12. Gus Bilirakis, the current District 12 U.S. Representative, can be expected to soon be tendering his resignation for the typical reason. He wants to spend more time with his family. Can you imagine that? Why would Gus be doing this? Well, you see, there's someone has been waiting in the wings to jump into this seat. Gus has just been a placeholder. Gus was there to reliably press the buttons that he is told to push. And Gus, after all, is someone who was never permitted to speak in public because, quite frankly, he is incapable of doing so. Gus's editorial comments that were oft permitted in the local area newspapers were quite clearly ghost-written. Gus, after all, was there only because his father had preceded him for 20 years before. People, the voters, mostly when they went to vote, when Gus was up for election, had no idea who they were voting for. They didn't know they were voting for Humpty Dumpty. So here we are. Gus has been in there for a significant period of time now, significant enough to earn his federal taxpayer-funded pension, which should exceed 6 figures, enough to keep him busy with his family for many years to come. Who is waiting in the wings? Well, it is one Will Weatherford. Mr. Weatherford, a gentleman who is a strapping young man who previously played football, married the daughter of one Alan Benz, former Speaker of the Florida House and millionaire developer up in the Panhandle. Mr. Weatherford, with resume so meager that one would be embarrassed almost as a graduating college man to present this resume for an ordinary entry-level job once graduating from college. Mr. Weatherford, his resume is one which displays some frivolity with regard to what he was engaged in prior to becoming a state representative and a now Speaker of the House. Mr. Weatherford was a real estate broker who never earned $1,000 in one calendar year, worked in a warehouse, and then all of a sudden he's state representative and has all these no-show jobs. This young man who spends a lot of time on physical fitness and seems to have a new baby coming just about every fall of election time is now going to be your next U.S. representative for Congressional District 12. Mr. Weatherford, of course, is anointed by Jeb Bush himself and raised, without making a phone call, I'm certain, $927,000 in 2010 for a $30,000 per year post. Mr. Weatherford is a made man, and one which his rise in politics is going to offer the citizenry of this district, and certainly nationally, because this is a federal office, no good results, and in fact is not going to be something that one should wish upon anyone. Mr. Weatherford is owned and operated by his benefactors, and he will be certainly a disadvantage for our local citizenry. So you can bank on what I'm talking about here, and you can expect that this is what will be taking place in the next few weeks after the current Florida Florida State legislative session concludes. Gus Bilirakis will resign, and Mr. Weatherford will shortly thereafter be stepping up to run for this position, although running is a cavalier term because there will be no significant opposition put up by the Democrats for this post, and if anyone does step up, they will be roundly criticized and dismissed and trashed by the person's own party. Thank you very much. Again, this is John Russell, Corporatist Nation. I appreciate you turning in to this important prediction that I'm making here today. Thank you very much.